Okay, 4 grams of copper 2 chloride. That's the stuff there. Okay, so we have here the copper 2 chloride, and we have here the aluminum. So I have enough aluminum here that I measured out the right quantity. You have to figure out what this mass is. So this, now mixing it with this, nothing's going to happen. The two solids won't be able to mix together. So that's rather unfortunate. So we get over that by taking the copper 2 chloride. Oops, I must have splashed some water on it. And putting that into this solution. So we're going to add some water to this. I want to add enough water so that all of this will fit inside of that, but not so much that it's going to overflow. Going to mix that all up, and I'm just going to, I don't want to fold it, like I don't have it folded up into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces, but I am going to stuff this in here. And this too. And this too. And now we're going to let it react. And so let me bring this a little bit closer to the camera. You can see that we're already getting some reaction happening. And the reason I'm agitating it is because I want all that copper on the aluminum foil to fall down to the bottom of the beaker. The difficult part here is that aluminum floats. Alright, just to shorten this video file, I'm going to stop the video now and come back when the reaction is complete. Okay, it's been a few minutes now. You will notice the color is no longer blue, it's kind of gone a grayish color. You'll see at the bottom here there is some of the, let's see if I can focus it closer, maybe not. Here. You can see that there's some of the copper sitting in the bottom of the beaker. Okay, it's been a few more minutes yet, so you can see now the solution has cleared up. The copper sitting at the bottom here, there is still some copper hanging on to bits of the aluminum. And so what I'm going to try to do is stir up the aluminum and get that copper to release and go back to the bottom. See how that works. Sorry for the lighting issues, but I don't have professional camera gear here. Okay, so now you can see that the solution has gone somewhat gray in color. Turn it back this way so you can see. And at the bottom is sitting our copper. Now I've let this sit for a while so that any copper that was stuck to some aluminum foil has settled down to the bottom. And that's what we want to happen. Okay, so you can see here there's the pile of aluminum foil at the back here. That I kind of pulled out using tweezers. It's a bit painstaking, took a while, so I didn't put you through all of that. But now what we're going to do is we're going to filter that. So let me go get a filter paper. Alright, so some filter paper. And what we're going to do with this is fold this in half, fold it in half again, take 3 sides on one on the other, put it in the funnel, and then I'm going to take some distilled water and wet it down so that it sticks to the side somewhat. And then we're slowly going to start pouring our solution through the filter paper. There's a piece of aluminum foil still there. Okay, take that out. And again, it takes a little bit of patience. So let me pause this and we'll come back to it. Alright, so most of it is in the filter now, and so I'm trying to wash the rest of it out. And these little bits tend to be quite annoying in that they don't necessarily want to come out. There. That about does it. So we'll just let the rest of that drain out. Okay, so we are at the point now where pretty much all the water is drained out, and if you look, let's see if I can get it to focus on here. So the copper now is in the filter paper, and so what we want to do now is we want to let this dry. So what's going to happen at this stage is we'll remove it from here. Actually, before I do that, I grab some paper towels. Okay, and so here we have some paper towels, and so what I'm going to do at this point is unfold my filter paper set this on here, and we'll just let that dry. So that's the camera a little bit. So there's a good image of the copper. Got a good pile of it, and so we're going to let that dry, and then we'll weigh it out. Okay, so now we've let it dry, and here we are with the last little bit. And so now we will mass that out. Subtract the mass of the filter paper that we massed out originally before we put it in there, and then we'll have the final mass of our product.